Good evening. Good evening, family. We are trying something new, so bear with me. Come on in the room. Let me know where you are connecting from, what city, what state. Y'all know Columbus. I love seeing y'all. It is Talk About It Tuesday, and we're going to talk about it tonight. I hope you guys have some news, some information, some businesses that you want to talk about tonight. I know I do. All right, so let's get it started soon. We're going to give a minute for everyone to join in live with Lady J. All right, it is Talk About It Tuesday. I am so excited. Okay, it's working. Y'all coming in. So we are currently live on Facebook, and we are live on my YouTube page that I haven't really been utilizing much. And so this is giving me an opportunity to do both at the same time. I'm really excited about that. Let me try to connect my Good evening, good evening. Come on in the room. Do me a favor and share this broadcast. Friends, do me a favor. Make sure you share it. Y'all know what we do and how we do it. We like to get our numbers up. All right. Do me a favor. Make sure you share. Get other people in the room. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I just had to go on my phone so I can see it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we are building something for sure. I want to give a shout out again to the one and only Aaron Hampton, who helped me out last week and gave me a new digital platform to use. So that's what we're seeing on tonight. All right. And so I'm going to try to get my IG family on as well, because that's what they've been fussing at me about. All right, Leanne, I see you, girl. Thank you so much, Betsy. Good evening, Sophia. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Sophia, make sure you stay on. I'm going to shout your business out tonight. Hello, Betsy. Now, that is the only thing is with this new platform, I cannot see. I can't see like. Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay. I do not. I can't see any comments. Hi, Siobhan. Okay, let's see. There's something they say we can do. Good evening, good evening. Blended Inspirations, I see you. We have some amazing business about today. Again, we are building. We are building something. Hey, listen, you make sure you download this song. I hope you guys remember every time you hear it playing that you know it's Talk About It Tuesday time, right? It is Talk About It Tuesday time with Lady J. One thing is for sure, two things is for certain, that on Talk About It Tuesday, I'm going to always give you love. I'm going to always give you joy. And I'm going to always give you God. All right? I'm going to always give you love. I'm going to always give you joy. And I'm going to always give you God. All right? So I'm excited about tonight. Listen, first and foremost, I am excited. Hey, my Marquita, girl, listen. I'm excited. I did, first of all, I curled my own hair tonight. Boom. And that's after my swim class. I gotta tell you about my swim class. Thank you so much, Lady Glover, for sharing. Everybody, do me a favor, do a quick share, real quick. But Marquita, girl, I did my makeup. I did my own makeup. Oh my goodness. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, cousin Wavy. I did my own makeup tonight, y'all. Y'all should be so proud of me. Listen, I be struggling, but tonight I did all right. I don't know if it's the little, I try to do a little, what they call that eye, smoky eye. And I used a little darker blush, right? And a darker lipstick. So it's working out. Hi, Janelle. All right, we're going to get started. It is Talk About It Tuesday, guys. Let's go. This song, again, for everyone who's asking, make sure I get a scribe on tonight. I need a scribe for tonight. I don't see my usual scriber. All right. But this song is Ebony Gibson. I'm building something. This is what it's all about. We are building each other. All right. We are building each other in our circles of influence in our community, whatever that looks like. Listen, can I tell you that a community is not race? A community is not religion. Right? So your community can be made up of all kinds of people, but we are building community as we build something called Talk About It Tuesday. We're building each other up. We're building businesses. We're talking about the things that are important to our heart, right? We're talking about the news. And we're talking about some announcements that's going on, right, in our city, in the state, in the culture, with the people, all of that. So if there's something that you like, man, I want Lady J to talk about this, hit me up. Put it in the inbox, right? Send it to me in the inbox. Send it to me. Post it in the group chat here, and we're going to talk about it. I promise you, there is nothing taboo or nothing I'm scared to talk about, I don't think. But I guess we'll find out one day. Hello, Kenny McGowan in the house. Marlo Sanders. Listen to Freestyle by Lil Baby. Y'all know what? So Marlo Sanders is my son. Okay, it's a son I adopted. I was his supervisor. And he be out here talking crazy. Y'all pray for his strength in the Lord. Right? But I'm building something. I love y'all. Listen, oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so if everybody shared, let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is Talk About It Tuesday, a new platform that I have established for us to just be together as family and to talk about some things. All right, we're going to talk about some things on tonight. Now, listen, one thing again, as I always stated, is I am going to always give you love. I'm going to always give you joy, and I'm going to always give you God, because it's who I am, and I can't be anybody beside who I am. All right. And so the first thing, y'all know I am a movie person. Please do not give the spoilers for Wakanda, because I am going tomorrow. But as you all know, that Wakanda Forever came out on last Friday. So far, it has been a hit in the box office. So I hope you guys are making time to go see it and check it out, or come and hang out with me. It's Friends and Family Day with your girl, Lady J. And we are going to Market Cinnamon in Pickerington at 6 o'clock for the 6 o'clock show. I posted the link for you to buy your own ticket. Listen, the last time, it was fun. We had a great time. We had, I think, about almost 30 people with us. But I was doing all the collecting of the money. This time, yo, Lady J ain't doing that, right? Hi, Laura. So you have to go on there, click the link, and join us tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the Pickerington location, Market Cinema. We are going all together. All of my friends, all my family. We're going to kick it tomorrow to see Wakanda Forever. What y'all wearing? Anybody wearing something special or something different? Because I know that first time around, listen, I mean, we went, Lord, all they needed to do was bring the bongos out. We dum 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 dum. Oh my goodness. And so if we wearing something special, y'all let me know. I haven't planned on it, but if we are, y'all tell me so I could be, in my costume. All right. Hello, Aaron. All right, so make sure we go do that, right? So speaking about movies, the next thing I want you guys to know, and I may be late to it, but I started The Crown. Has anyone been watching The Crown on Netflix? Hi, Ashley. I am praying for you, baby. All right, I am praying for you. recover quickly, but may you have a complete and full restoration in your body, okay? So I started The Crown. Anybody else watching that? I only looked at 2 episodes so far, so it's building. It's kind of slow, but I heard it is absolutely phenomenal. So if anyone hasn't, go ahead and start it so we could be watching it together. We got something to talk about. All right. So look at The Crown on Netflix if you already have that. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about. So we talked about Wakanda. Aaron, thank you so much for sharing. Teresa, thank you for sharing. The next thing we talked about The Crown. Listen, I want to talk about the news. First, I was really pushing last week for everybody to get out and vote and to rock the vote. You guys did that, and I'm telling you, in major numbers. But what is going on, Ashley? Thank you for sharing. And Georgia, listen, now, I do not talk about anything Democratic. I don't talk about anything Republican. That is not my thing, or independent. What I'm telling you to do is to operate and to practice and to utilize the right that you have, and that is to go vote. All right. So in Georgia, looks like there's going to be a toss up between Warnoff and the football player. All right. And so that's what's happening there. But I guess we'll see what happens. Obviously, this is something that has happened before. So there's already precedent and there's already laws and things to govern that sort of thing. Right. But that's what it looks like it's going to be doing in Georgia. But I just want to say to everyone, big ups for just rocking your vote, regardless of how you voted, regardless of what nominee or party you vote for. Just do your due diligence and rock your vote, right? I had a flat out argument with a young millennial. I ain't gonna say who he is or what his name is, but who felt like it was irrelevant to vote, as if it didn't matter and the numbers were already picked. And I know how it can be easy to fall into that slippery slope, but let me tell you, do what you have to do so you can't complain that you didn't do your part. That's the worst thing ever, to hear someone complaining about what is happening, but they didn't do their part to help create change. I think that is so crazy, right? That is so dumb to me. And so, but I hope that is none of you who are watching. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Shelly. Oh, I love y'all so much. Hi, Charlie. Listen, make sure you guys do me a favor and share tonight's broadcast. But that is totally my opinion about it. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, don't complain, right? Sit on the pot. All right. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, just sit there. But if you are, we want you to practice your rights, and with so many people before all of us. Listen, I don't care, even if you are not Black, if you're a woman, right? They had to fight for us to vote, right? Not just people of color or minorities, but then women had to fight to be able to vote. Lord have mercy. There's so many fights and so many rights that have gotten us to this place. Please, people, utilize your civil liberties as you can, all right? As much as you can. So big ups there. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for sharing. The next thing I want to talk about in the news is such a devastation, y'all. The young men who are in college who were murdered. Oh my goodness, man, that thing breaks my heart. When you do what you have to do, and you send your children first. They made it through high school. All right, that's a huge success. Nothing happened to them. Even with young kids, young boys, teenagers, it seems as if the murder rate, the suicide rate, and all these other things are high. So the fact that your children made it out of high school is already a testimony and a celebration. Then for them to get to college, right, whether it's scholarship or you're paying for it, right, you get another job to pay for college. You know what you got to do to keep your children safe. They get to college and then get murdered, y'all. Man, that is hard. I have no I can't even imagine what that feels like. And all I know to do is that we as a people and as a community, as a collective, that we pray for those families. I know you don't know what it feels like, but we know how to have compassion, right? If you don't know how to have compassion, I need you to muster some up, right? I need you to go find some, right? When you're sad, let me just talk about that real quick. Somehow, we don't know how to find compassion. Y'all about to get me on this. Hi, Tish. We don't know how to find compassion when it's someone else's problem, But as soon as something strikes in your house or in your family, all of a sudden you want people to have compassion for you and you want them to be able to find some compassion. I want you to think about that. I want you to allow this situation to shine a light on your heart where you can now have compassion for other people and just pray for them, pray for their heart, pray that they don't become bitter or angry or right, that they don't have an offense towards God. Pray for this family as they grieve this atrocious loss of these young men, their future man, right? But one thing is for sure, God already knew, right? God already knew. And so that's something that was happening in the news just on yesterday. Such a devastation. Look, talk about it Tuesday. Isn't always feel good, isn't always happy, but we're talking about things that are real, that are happening in our community, in the community. It may not be the community that you live in, right? But just in the community global. Speaking of more news, global news, Russia has launched a missile. Lord have mercy. The news said that it has struck in Poland, and a couple of people were killed there, murdered with that missile. And so I'm not sure the reason or the purpose behind that. I don't know if they're trying to start a war. Lord have mercy. But pray for the people that are affected. Pray for those who are making decisions. Um, talk about it Tuesday. I can't help that I'm a believer, so you're gonna get it right. But there's a scripture that says the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, and so let's pray. Hi, Johnny. Let's pray. About that. They're the heart of the king of those people who are making decisions to do evil. That God will turn their heart, right? That God will turn their heart. So definitely want to just remember that and be in light of that and be mindful of that. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Retta. Hi, Kiana. Hey, Johnny. Jackie, I hope I'm getting sweet potato pie. Listen, Jackie Mays, I'm about to tell y'all a secret real quick. Jacqueline Mays, Maise. She probably want me to tell her. And that's probably why somebody else is on here because they don't want me to tell that they make the best rolls in the entire universe. But Jacqueline Mays, y'all, she makes the best sweet potato pie that I've ever had, ever. And I'm scared to say this. And this is actually the week we remember my mother, right? She passed 11 years ago. But I thought my mama made a good sweet potato pie. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. Listen, Aunt Jackie's sweet potato pie, y'all, it's good. All right. So check out Aunt Jacqueline. And she became my auntie. All right. She's not my blood relative. She became my auntie, but inbox her and tell her you want to order a sweet potato pie. All right. Now, let's talk about a few other things here. I want to shout out some businesses. We talked about movies. We talked about a couple of things when it comes to the news. Oh, before we talk about some businesses, I want to talk about etiquette. Y'all, listen, there are holidays coming up. There's some holy days coming up. And regardless of what you celebrate, people have forgotten about etiquette or they haven't been taught etiquette. It could be just, it's some young grandmas out here, some young moms, right? I was a young mom. Y'all know I tell my own business. You ain't got to tell nobody. Don't be whispering about my business. Listen, I was a mom at 14 and mom at 16. Okay. I graduated high school, but the testimony is I graduated high school on time with my two babies and went to the Ohio State University with a full ride scholarship, bless the Lord, and graduated on time from college. Now, when you talk it and tell it, make sure you tell it all. But I understand that there's generations of young moms and grandmas, right? Hi, Quincy. Hi, Legina. And so some traditions and some teaching may not have necessarily been passed down. So while the holidays and holy days are coming upon us, let's talk about etiquette. Someone get ready to scribe. First and foremost, here we go. Number one, do not bring someone to the gathering that you haven't yet supposed to bring. There. Can y'all some hard claps, something? Number one, someone scribe that. Do not bring someone to the gathering. Y'all gonna be so excited that I'm sharing this. Y'all gonna just sow a seed because y'all like, finally, someone's talking about it. Do not bring someone to the gathering that you have not gotten clearance from the host. All right. So they may have been expecting you, but then they have not been informed that you are bringing boyfriend number 4 and his 2 buddies. I mean, come on, y'all. That just only makes sense, right? Number 1, someone scribe. Someone's not scribing for me. I don't see it written. Number 1, please don't get offended because I'm telling the truth. But do not bring someone to the gathering that you have not gotten clearance. Number 2, y'all ready? Make sure when you come to the gathering, even if they say, just come, honey, I got all the cooking done. You don't have to worry about bringing anything. Just show up. Can I just tell you something? Etiquette number 2. Do not just show up with a fork and you did not bring something to contribute to the house, right? I know they may be telling you not to bring anything because they know you can't cook, right? They might be telling you not to bring anything because you got animals. So they like your animals be crawling on the counters and you petting them while you're trying to cook. So that's probably why they told you not to bring anything. But that still does not alleviate you from the custom, come on, called etiquette. You should bring something to the house, right? So they may not want your cooking, but you can buy a box of ice cream. You can buy a bag of rolls. You can bring a roll of toilet paper. Come on. You can bring some packages. Thank you so much, Sandy. You can bring some packages of paper towels or napkins. You can bring, come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm talking right. You can bring the air freshener, the hand soap. You can bring something, but do not come to the event, to the host home without something. In fact, let me rewind. My mother taught me, even if it's not an event, it's not a holiday, it's not a gathering, but if you go to someone's house for the first time, and I have been trying to do this more consistently. I don't always get it right because I be forgetting too. But my mother taught me when you go to someone's house for the first time, you should go and bless that home. So you should take something with you. I remember one time I went to a friend's house. All I took 2 rolls of tissue. I took a roll of paper towels. I took 4 cans of tuna fish. And I think I took some soap or something. They were so blessed. They were so happy. Hi, Holly. They were so happy that I brought something like, this is the bomb. This is so thoughtful of you. And I needed this tissue. I needed these paper towels, right? And so, listen, when you go to someone's house for the first time, you should consider taking something. Take some soda, whatever. Maybe if y'all do adult beverages, who knows? But take that if that's what they do. Y'all do whatever. But you should not go empty-handed. It's just a blessing to that home to say thank you for having me in your space. All right. I hope I'm teaching somebody something. Take some flowers. That's right. Yes. Just take something to say thank you for having me. All right. The next thing when it comes to etiquette, we're on the real number 3. So that was like 2.5, 2.1. We're on number 3. Number 3 is, y'all, when you are doing to-go plates and boxes, do not take half the food. All right. First, are we doing, the conversation should be, are we doing to-go packages? Because maybe they're like, listen, this is going to serve me well. And so, y'all, I'm touching stuff on here. This is going to serve me for some time. I'll put away for me and my children and my husband or something. And so they're like, we're not doing, they're thinking in their head, this going to take care of us for a week. But you done took half of it in your box, right? Listen, be courteous, y'all. I think there's such thing as being courteous. When you're doing to-go packages or boxes, just be considerate who else might want to take some too. All right. And this is the next thing when it comes to etiquette. If you bring someone, hi Sandra, hi Terry. If you take someone to the get together, right? You take someone, you got permission first and foremost to bring a +1. They come to the gathering with you. First, they just love you. They're getting to know you, right? They don't, no one else there. Please do not leave them by themselves to figure it out, to sort it out, to meet strangers, to talk strangers. You've not introduced them to anybody. You just going about your business and kicking it with your family. You don't went in the backyard. You don't went in the front. You don't went into another room. You have left them. It is when you bring a guest, it is your responsibility to entertain them. Some people just don't know. That's why you got Lady J, right? It is your, you said you'll just leave, Terry. Okay. It is your responsibility to entertain them. If you brought them, they are your guests, not the host's guests. All right. It is your job to entertain them and to keep them company because you the one brought them. I hope I'm helping somebody tonight. I hope I am helping somebody tonight. And because I see we have a couple wedding planners on here, can I tell you that when it's a wedding, and I know you the bomb, girl, I know you got that cute figure, that cute shape, you are the bomb. I know I'm the bomb too, all right? But can I tell you to please do not try to outdress the bride. It's her day, not yours. And your day will come, maybe. I don't know. But on that particular day, please let her have it. Let me drop the mic. Please let her have her day without you trying to outshine her. Oh, I know I'm stepping on toes. It's okay. I still love y'all, right? But if information and tradition and knowledge isn't passed down, then this is why we have like wayward behavior, or people got an attitude, they're talking beneath their breath, talking behind your back, because some information just isn't passed on. It there is a real issue of ignorance. And so instead of you being ignorant, just listen. I'm telling you, it's going to help you in your life. And as you progress, move up, move forward, get around a new type of people. But do not try to outdress the bride. It is her day. All right. And I'm going to say this one. I wasn't even going to say this one, but since we're talking about the bride or any party, people do not like when I say this, and it's okay. I will stand alone. But when you go to a wedding, take a gift. We're talking about etiquette. If you just came in the room, hi, Ryan Shana. If you're just coming in the room, we're talking about etiquette right now. But if you're going to a wedding, take a gift. Y'all, I have seen so many people go to a wedding. I mean, the wedding is packed. I mean, it's no place to sit. The reception, I'm talking about everybody decked out, looking good, got a Fendi bag, smelling like money, looking like money. I'm telling you, everything is going down but the sun. And you don't have a gift. I'm trying to, man, when did this change? When did the culture change that you go to a wedding or a party and you don't take a gift? Listen, I have even, and I know this is so ghetto, right? Hi, Tasha. Please, y'all do me a favor, make sure you share. But I've even, if I didn't have a gift, I walk up to the bride and the groom and say, listen, one of y'all give me your cash app so I can send my gift, right? I done sat here, I done looked at you. People done looked at you, they done talked about you. They'd have come, they'd have eaten your food and drunk your wine. And then not leave a gift. It has cost you your money, your savings, your parents' retirement to get this beautiful event to take place, and people come and disrespectfully not even bring a gift. Y'all, we have got to do better. All right. We have got, hi, CC. We have got to do better. Make sure you take a gift to the wedding, even if you have to. In that moment, like me, you even forgot a card. But let me tell you, they'll be excited to get that cash app or slide that $50 or $100 bill right in their hand. I bet you they will be happy. All right. And they'll be appreciative and they will thank you. That goes for any kind of party. That means a birthday party. Slide something in the cash app, y'all. All right. That means for a baby shower. How do you go to a baby shower without a gift? The whole purpose is to shower them with love and gifts and to give them a fresh start and to give them, so they're not having to stress or worry, especially about that first month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, right? They need all the diapers. You cannot buy enough diapers. They need all the undies and the undershirts. They need all the socks and the hats and gloves, the bibs and milk. They need all of that. The sanitized water. They need all of that. You can never get enough of that. How do you go to a baby shower without a gift? You just come and say hi and look at your belly and touch her and eat up the food. Y'all, we have got to do better. All right. How do we I don't understand how we got there. Oh, I like that. Look at this. Latasha Morton said, my cousin's wedding was cash as they were moving to Florida. Perfect. Right. There may be stipulations. I mean, you have to look at your invitation. Right. But so what happens is some people are not really technically invited, but they show up. And so they don't know what the invitation said. Yes, y'all better tell the truth. I tell my brides to put a cash up and a Zelle sign out. Absolutely. All right. Hi, Cortisha. The other thing is we are now doing business showers. I absolutely love that because I'm an entrepreneur. And so people launch a new business and you show up and you celebrate. Don't just go and do a photo op, buy something. Y'all, I'm so tickled. But if it's a business shower, you need to purchase something to support the business or bring something. I remember when my daughter launched her business, people came with like, what is it, Home Depot cards, because she was still building it out, the space out, right? There was Home Depot cards and Lowe's cards and things that make sense, of course, right? Or you buy their, whatever they are selling, make sure you purchase something, right? Like, for example, if someone is a new author and they have their book launch and you go and you take a picture and you eat some of the hors d'oeuvres, but you don't buy a book. I am still trying to figure this out. All right. Make sure you do that. Even a birthday party. I know with birthday parties, it seems like that has really gone extinct with birthday parties. Like people don't do it really. Yeah. But, Cash App's work. Y'all love Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. All of that is so convenient in order for you to be able to bless somebody else. So I want to talk about etiquette today because it cooks my grits. It cooks my grits that we show up to celebrate with people, but you don't even bring a gift. I mean, make it official, seal it, right? I mean, ooh, I was about to say something, get in real trouble. Ooh, we'll stop right there. We'll stop right there. But please, y'all, I'm telling you, share this. There are people in your circle. I'm talking about your close circle that needs to hear this. And you didn't want to tell them, but Lady J has come and talk about it Tuesday to be able to help them to influence them, to empower them and give them these nuggets for their life so that they can change their ways and be better. So y'all quit talking about behind their back because you don't love them enough to tell them the truth up front to say, girl, where you getting at? It's kind of like when we go to the restaurant and you paid for your food, but you don't even leave a tip. Y'all, that's messed up. Now, we got to do better. Don't leave a tip. So you know how if people don't leave a tip, they definitely don't bring no offering to church. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Next up, we're about to talk about businesses. So I absolutely love business shout outs. That's actually the premise for why I launched Talk About It Tuesday, because I really wanted to use the people who follow me, that I have influence with, who listens to me, to be able to really push their businesses. I want people to know I love them that much that I want to share what you got going on, right? Because so many people have done that, is doing that actively for me. As y'all know, I have so many things going on. I got a lot of hats in the fire. But it's because of word of mouth and people supporting my business and sharing my business that I am able to be where I am today. And so I want to definitely make sure that I do that for you. Now, let me tell you, if you hear me shout out your business, make sure you pay it forward and do that for somebody else. Okay? Don't just be a receiver. Don't be like the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is called the Dead Sea because it receives, but it doesn't return. Right? So that means it receives everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. It receives trash, dust, bugs, human waste. It receives all of that. Turn, eliminate, so water can come. That's why it's called the so it only receives, but it doesn't give out. Don't be the Dead Sea. If people are loving you, shouting you out and giving you praise and making your business known, make sure you're doing it for other people. Make sure you leave in the reviews, real reviews, right? And help promote their business. Hi, Chaz. Hi, Renita. And so the first business up, I saw my niece on here. Hopefully she still is. But my niece is a new nail tech. Her name is Anna Braswell, Braswell. So I want to make sure you tag her. But Anna's Brush is the new nail tech. And she's actually inside of My Friend's Lash Bar at 581 South Yearling Road in Whitehall. So make sure you check her out. Go to her page. Make an appointment. She's a brand new nail tech. So show her some love, right? Let this be a business shower for her, that her books are blowing up. Go get a pedicure. Some people don't trust people with their nails. That's new. But listen, your feet, ain't nobody even looking that hard. Go get your feet done. All right. Go get a pet. Go just get a manicure. Do something. But let's support her. Let's show her we love her, especially if you're local. Or if that's not your thing because you are loyal and committed to your nail tech, just send her some love in the cash app, $10, right? 10, $20, whatever. All of that to help her, because guess what? She got to pay both for it. It's different. Business is different when you were doing it in your house and you're doing it in a salon now. And so she has her own booth. Her own loft suite. She has her own suite. And so we want to make sure we love on her today. Anna's Brush. Her name is Anna Braswell on here. And she is at 581 Yearling Road. Thank you so much. Inside of My Friend's Lash Bar. Actually, that side is My Friend's Sweet Bar. All right. SUITE is a play of words. All right. So I definitely want to make sure we talk about her. On here, we also have Sophia Barksdale. Please tag her. Sophia, SOPHIA Barksdale. Excuse me. She is a life coach and really helps to help you to hone in on your destiny. Some people, they be playing with their life coaches. They're just making things up. They're just dreaming. But she works with a real skill set that you have displayed to see now, what are we going to do with that? How can we allow that to be a blessing for your life, help you to grow, to build confidence, to become your best self? And so if you're looking for a life coach, make sure you check her out. Sophia, SOPHIA Barksdale. She's such a joy, has a pleasant and unique personality. And so she would do you good. All right. She would do you good. Sophia Barksdale. All right. The next business that I want to talk about, and I absolutely love her. I meant to grab my nephew. Can you grab me that water bottle there on the white table? It's red, has the rainbow. Yeah, bring that to me. And so I'm about to bring y'all, this is absolutely gorgeous. The business is called Divine Hands. All right, Divine Hands. Leanne, if you're on here, go ahead and tag yourself, honey. But thank you so much, Teresa. But Divine Hands, the owner is Leanne Flakes, Lianne Flakes. I'm spelling this out because we are also live. Charlene, thank you so much for sharing. We're also live on YouTube, right? So if you haven't done that, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. You can find me as Janet Stevens, or I think it may also say Lady J, but subscribe to my YouTube page so you can follow me there as well. Okay. But Leanne Flakes, this is the water bottle that she made for me, her business, Divine Hands. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? This is so, it has the jewels and it's God's promises, it has this rainbow. Listen, I will never let anyone take the rainbow away from me, from what God's promise, what the original meaning means. Okay. God's promise. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it, man. And it's been helping me drink a little bit more water. It's been helping me drink a little bit more water. All right. So, Karita, thank you. Hi, babe. So this is Divine Hands. She does these type of bottles. She does the straw bottles. She does shirts. She can customize anything for you, for your business, for your brand, for your event. All right. So let's make sure we love on her, show her some business, give her some business. Maybe you even have an idea for the holidays or the holy days. So make sure that you do that, right? Let's support her. Divine Hands by Lee Ann Flakes. Now, what I want to say is, guys, as I am sharing these, it is my desire that we truly do support these businesses, right? That we're not just on here hearting, clapping, liking, loving, all of that, but we don't really support these businesses. I really want this to be a fruitful opportunity for them. So make sure that you do that. Go check out these businesses. For example, last week, we talked about Erin Hampton with the good juice. All right. Make sure you check her out for real in real life. All right. YGN swim cap was a no-go for me last week. But let me tell you, I gave it another try today. What I did, I put a scarf underneath and the wrapping up. So the cap comes on and then there's like this tie. So what I did, I kept tying that and then I put it over my head. But it was so tight. Oh my God, it was hurting me the whole time during swim class. But when I tell you I was swim class, your girl was on top of the water today. I was using my arms today. Yeah. Y'all, my next vacation gonna be off the chain. I'm gonna be swimming in real life. I'm not just gonna be looking cute in my swimsuit on the side of the pool. And so it worked out today. Now, what I would say is the edges were still wet. I had it in a ponytail this time, which was helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is put a shower cap underneath and then put the swim cap on. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But I'm going to keep trying it, okay? Because I paid $50 for that cap. And I did email them, as you all suggested. What they stated was they could not and would not give me a refund. However, they would give me a credit. Now, what I'm going to do with the credit, who knows, because I'm complaining about the swim cap. But they do have just wraps. I don't really do that type of thing, or maybe I could learn how to do it. I don't know. But we'll see. Okay. Now, last but definitely not least, Blended Inspirations, right? I want to talk about Blended Inspirations. The owner of that business, her name is Teresa. That's with the TH. Teresa Vaughn. She does event planning. So excited about this awesome woman. She's so humble. She's so sweet, right? She's so passionate about what she does. She's like a serial entrepreneur like myself. But although she is new to the game, y'all, she has spent time in developing her craft and buying things. She already has, listen, not only is she an event planner, she helps to stage your event, to decorate your events. And she also has the new photo that y'all know what we love. What is it called, Teresa? The photo booth machine. And so you on there and the thing is going around and you get to get your groove on, right? She even has that, y'all. I mean, that is so dope, right? She has her own team. And so consider her. Her prices are definitely favorable. And she works with your budget and whatever you have going on, whatever you can afford. She'll work with you. But I do want to say, make sure you check her out. These are opportunities for you to try businesses as they are launching, as they are starting, as they are discovering, right? Because, honey, after Nene Leaks call her, she ain't gonna be worried about y'all people no more. And you're gonna have to pay her tens of thousands of dollars just to have a consultation. So I'm telling you, you better get in on the get in now while you can. Get in on it, get in now while you can. All right. So Blended Inspirations, congratulations. We're so proud of you and all that you're accomplishing and that you're doing. But if you have your next event, your 360 photo booth, that's it. She has that. But if you have your next event coming up, a birthday party, a wedding, a baby shower, anything like that, or maybe you don't need her full service, you just need part of the service. Maybe you just wanted to rent the photo booth. I'm not sure. But if that is the case, you can do that. All right. So check out Blended Inspirations on IG. I believe she's on Facebook as well. And you can also just inbox her directly, Teresa with the TH, Vaughn, Vaughn. Check her out, inbox her, have her to give you a quote. Let her know what your idea is, your vision is for your event. And I'm telling you, she can help you out. All right. Now, hi, Tommy Carter. Like I always said to you guys, I pray that you feel empowering. You feel seen, that someone sees you, someone is rallying around you, someone is pushing you, someone is holding your ladder for you, someone is desiring and celebrating you and wanting you to be successful. And if you think about that, think about me, because it's me. Right? I want us all to win. I want you to make it. I want to see you accomplish some things. I want to see you have your next party, your next graduation, whatever it is that you're working on. I just want you to know that, Lady J, I support you. I love you. And I'm pushing you to be successful. Okay. The last thing is, as I always say, with Talk About It Tuesday, I'm going to give you love. I'm going to give you joy, and I'm going to give you God. And so tonight, I'm going to leave you with this. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to leave you with this. It is so powerful. This is I'm going to give you guys session. Okay. Do not exit now, because you need this too. Everybody needs God. And in this passage of scripture, really quick, it is in 2 Kings chapter 2. And it is the story of Elijah, Jah, and Elisha, Sha. All right. Hi, Charlotte. Elijah and Elisha. Okay. Make sure you do us a favor and make sure you share. If you're new to the broadcast tonight, make sure you do me a favor and share. But it says, and it came to pass when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said to Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel. Bethel means the house of God. And Elisha said unto him, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha and said to him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away your master from your head today? And he said, yeah, I know it. Hold your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Jericho, the next place. And he said, as the Lord liveth and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho said to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away your master from your head today? And he said, yeah, I know it. Hold your peace. Basically, he's saying, okay, I know what I know. You're not telling me anything that I don't know, but I'm not going to allow you to speak on it. So when he said hold your peace, basically he was saying, shut up. Don't talk about my leader. Don't talk about my mentor. I don't want you to put your mouth on them. I want you to be quiet. All right. Then he said, and the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from your head today? He said, yes, I know it. Hold your peace. Verse 6, and Elijah said unto him, tarry, I pray thee here, for the Lord hath sent me to Jordan, the next place. And he said, as the Lord liveth and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off, and they stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither. So they too went over on dry ground. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. And it came to pass that when they were gone over, that Elijah said to Elisha, ask what I shall do for you before I be taken away from you. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of your spirit be upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if you see me when I am taken from you, it shall be so unto you. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire. If you still with me, go ahead and say, just comment, say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Just say, I'm here. If you've not left, you've not dropped off, say, I'm here. I'm here for the last nugget. I'm here to the end. I'm here to see what the end is going to be. I'm here to know you said you've given me some love. You've given me some joy. I'm here for the God part too. All right. I just want you to say, I'm here in the comments. And parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Okay, I see y'all. You here. All right. And Elisha saw it and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. And he saw them no more. And he took his own clothes and rent them into two pieces. Down to verse 15. And when the sons of the prophets who were to view at Jericho saw him, stay with me, they said, rest, and they him and bowed themselves to the ground before him. Why am I reading this passage of scripture? Why am I sharing this with us today? I am sharing this because many of us want to be great, right? I hear y'all. I see you. I see you. I love it. I'm here. Many people want to be great. Many people want what they see in someone else's life. You want an impartation. I mean, you're like, it's not bad, you're not being envious. You're saying it from a good place. You just see what's happening in their life. You're like, man, if they could just train me, if they could just teach me, that, but you're not willing to put in the time. You're not willing to put in the time that when it got hard and could have been a place of discouragement, hi, daughter, could have been a place of discouragement where his leader was acknowledging that his days were coming to an end. It could have been easy for him to change his tune and go someplace else and go to the next hot place, go to the next place that he felt was jumping, go to the next person he felt was popular or had what he needed. But he made a decision that he said, listen, as the Lord living and as you are alive, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to fulfill my assignment with you. I'm going to keep my promise to you. But what is happening is many times we want what we see, but we're not willing to put in the work. Come on. We want what we see, but we're not willing to put in the work. We want mentors, but we don't want to come close, right? In fact, Elijah didn't go. He didn't have to say, follow me. He didn't say, come do what I'm doing. Elisha made a piece of mind. He left all he had to go follow Elijah. Listen, it doesn't even say initially that he even had an assignment. He went to sit, he went to learn, he went to sit at his feet, he went to just observe, he went to receive deposits. Sometimes the receiving is in just showing up. Sometimes the receiving is just being present. Sometimes there is, come on here today. Come on. Sometimes the receiving is maybe you do need to make an appointment and give a seed. Come on, we want everything that's for free. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't know where that came from either. Right? But okay, I'll be careful there. All right, Lord, that's another time. But we want what we want, but we won't put in the time. He says, nope, I'm going to stay put. I'm going to do what God said. I'm going to honor you. And he was so careful because they were around a company of prophets. It was a school of prophets. Other people, they had eyes too. They were not speaking necessarily negatively. They were speaking what they saw. That's another lesson for those who feel like you're called to the prophetic realm. You feel like you're called to revelation. You have you can give prophecy. You are a person operating a word of knowledge. You're a person operating a word of wisdom, but what you have to say may be out of timing. Oh, I'm teaching for these last few minutes. It may be out of timing. It may be out of sync. It may be out of season. It may not be right now. Or perhaps God has showed it to you for you to go into intercession and to pray, but not to speak. Just because you are a prophet doesn't mean it's time for you to say what you have to say. My God, today. I was going to talk about mentorship. I'm going to say that part. But listen, what he was saying is, I know you see what you see because I know that you're a prophet. But what I'm saying to you is for you to hold your peace. What I'm saying is for you to be quiet. You don't have to speak what we already know. They were saying, you know that your man of God is about to die, is what they were telling him. You know he's about to be caught up. You know that God is coming for him. You know his days are like here. They are at the end. You do understand that. So you might need to find you someone new. You need to be careful of who is speaking in your ear, who's trying to transition you before your time, or trying to, come on now, stay put. Sometimes you need to stay put, or you see what I mean? But what I will say is that Elisha left with all that he had because he knew what Elijah had was what he needed. So it's two parts. Sometimes you need to go to get what it is that you need. And you need to obey God. Some of you, God has been nudging for a long time and you're operating in a place of disobedience. Some of you are in the place, but you're talking too much and God won't use you because he can't trust your mouth. Oh, God. He can't trust your mouth. And so, because you talk too much. So you can't properly or rightfully cover anybody, let alone yourself. The next part is, can you endure hard seasons, tough times with that person? Can you stand still? Can you stay put to receive what it is that you had a desire for in the first place? Y'all, this was my devotion this morning as God was speaking to me. And this is kind of a time of just being developed in more spiritual maturity. It's always time to grow in maturity. Don't believe that you have ever arrived or you've come to a place that you don't need to grow up in an area. And so I am just in the study on maturity, and God began to speak to me about Elijah and Elisha and what he did to walk with him, to walk in sync. And because he walked in sync with him, he was at the right place at the right time to receive the very thing he asked for. If he had gotten his feelings, if he got offended, if he got out of sync, if he moved out of place, he would have never received the very thing that he was walking with him for in the first place. And he has said, Elijah said to him, if you are here when it happens, then you'll receive it. But if you're not, it won't happen. If it is you want something, get close. Stay put. Sometimes just show up. Sometimes don't expect anything. Don't expect to do anything. Don't expect to be assigned anything. Don't expect to say anything. Just be in place, be in position. Come on, to observe, to learn, to receive. Some things are taught and there are other things that are caught. But are you in position for either one? Or do you just want the limelight? Come on. We got to check our intentions. We have to check our motives. We have to check the sincerity of our heart. We have to check our own authenticity to make sure that we're not walking in envy or jealousy of anyone else's gift or their calling or their assignment. We have to walk in our own confidence and our own self-esteem that God has given to us. But if you are a real one, I want you to study Elisha. See what it is that he did. See how he covered. See how he didn't allow people to speak out of term about his leader when they should not have. And also study that he left all he had to receive what he needed to receive. And make sure you're in position to get it. Listen, it's your girl, Lady J. And we are here on Talk About It Tuesday. And I wanted to make sure, as always, in our community, that we talk about it all, right? That I shed some light on anything and everything, that we talk about some things, and that you know that there's nothing taboo that I won't talk about. I ain't never scared, all right? I love you. I want you to know that I'm always going to give you love. I'm going to always give you joy, and I'm going to always give you God. It's at the top of the hour. We are together every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, 6 to 7. It is now 6:59. I'll pray you join me for Family and Friends Day tomorrow with my family as we go check out Wakanda Forever at the Marcus Theater, Pickerington location at 6 p.m. Go ahead and get your ticket and join me. Get your popcorn. It's going to be a great night together. I cannot wait to see you. Also tomorrow, there is some events happening at the Huntington Center. The Nobo Market that's happening this weekend. I'm a part of that this weekend. I'm so excited about that. As my business, Joy Candles. So come check us out. You'll see more information and flyers going around, but I will be there. I love y'all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you, Shelly. I love you, Renita, Teresa. Oh, I love you so much. Thanks for joining me, Lady Glover. I love you, Jasmine. Oh my goodness, y'all are the bomb. Mm-mm-mm. Brandon Simpson, I love you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, y'all. If you want to sow tonight, if you want to give, feel free to do so at Cash App, $Lady J Stevens. Someone scribe that for me. Lady J Stevens. You want to continue to push this and promote this. We are buying some new equipment. You may see that I have some new lighting here. I want to make sure I'm using a new platform tonight as well, but looking at getting some mics for me to use, podcast mics and things like that. So you'll be supporting that as we make some upgrades to what's happening. I am so excited, y'all. This is so good. It's so refreshing to just get together and talk. Sometimes you don't need anything deep. You need to know that somebody loves like you, they think like you, right? Or that you just want to talk about something new, something that's not talked about in the community like it should be, like tonight on etiquette. All right. Go back, make sure you hit the replay, share it with somebody, get the word out about Talk About It Tuesday, and help me build something together. I love y'all. Have a good night. It's all working for your good. You gotta keep building. You're building.